Hola and bienvenidos. Welcome to my channel. Hey, 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 how is everybody doing today? Let me just mute my phone, my watch, and all of my devices because you know what's going to happen, right? We're going to be in the middle of this conversation and somebody is going to try to notify me, and we are just going to have to ignore them. And I hate to do that, but it is what it is. So let me just clean my glasses here. They are a little smudged, and anybody that wears glasses knows exactly what I mean. They get smudged so easily when you are out and doing things. That's better. So let me turn this one off. So just wanted to acknowledge those that are going to watch the replay. I appreciate you. I want each and every one of you to know that I appreciate everything that you do. I really do want to say that I truly, truly do appreciate it. It doesn't always translate easily over this format, but I do hope that you understand that I am very sincere when I say I truly appreciate each and every one of you. So let me get this together. Okay, I put you down here. Let me get my notes right here. Gotta have the notes. So just want to say good evening. Thank you to Miss Sweet Time, Mr. Sweet Time. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here. And yes, numero uno, you first. What's up, Cassandra? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Hey, my sister. What's up, Precious? Yes. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Glad you are here. So guys, drop your temps in the chat because you know we're gonna talk about the temperature. Let me get back to the first page of my notes. How was everybody's weekend? Y'all drop it in the chat and we'll talk about it. Guys, I had a wonderful weekend. I had a wonderful weekend because two of my sisters came for a visit. They're about 4 hours away, so it was a nice visit. I'm so happy they came. They came in on Friday and we had a good time. And these are my two younger sisters. I am the next to the oldest. So I have an older sister, then there's me, and then there's two under me. We had a great time, guys. Just sitting up, talking, eating, and just reminiscing and having a good time. It was very much needed. What's up, Mike? How are you? So good to see you. Oh, and she's speaking. He's speaking. Very good. Very good. Yeah, I had a good time, guys. They left and I was not uh happy to see them go. I know they had to go, but I miss my sisters. I do. And the last time we were together was for Mommy's memorial. And so it was nice for them to come and it just be a pleasant visit. So Precious says her temperature is 76 degrees today. Wow, that is about what mine was because my high today was 77 and the low was 58. Well, that would be tonight, will be 58, which is perfectly fine with me because that is great gardening weather in the 70s. So Mike says 74 now. Now, that's the key word now, but snow on Wednesday. Hang in there, Mike. Hang in there. I tell you. That's why it's good to have the hydroponic setup because you can be growing something all year round despite the temperature. So say you're not into hydroponics. Listen, do your research. You don't have to start big, start small with the smallest unit they have and learn how to grow indoors. It's so rewarding. So rewarding. So let's see. Zone okay. 8B temp is 80 and dry as my humor. Well, look, you got a chuckle out of me, so it ain't that dry. So stop. Well, wow, 8B dry as okay. Okay. Is very very humid. It gets very humid here. And it does, really make the temperature seem like it's hotter than what it really is. So I'm not looking forward to 80-degree temperatures because I know what it's going to mean. It's going to mean hot, sweaty, and more sweaty. Fortunately, I don't sweat or perspire really bad, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so Cassandra says 72 degrees and cloudy. Oh, wow, cloudy. You know what? I didn't check to see. I usually do check the forecast, the like 10-day forecast. So, let me see. Oh, and by the way, Precious, I do too. I agree with you. I like it better. So guys, there is thunderstorms. So Cassandra, it's probably coming down from you over to me because Tuesday and Wednesday is supposed to be partly sunny with thunderstorms. And then again on Saturday, thunderstorms. And then Sunday and Monday will be cloudy. But the temps will be crazy because the low temp will be 54 will be the lowest we'll have, and the highest we'll have in the next 10 days will be 83. So yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. So it is what it is, it is what it is. These temps are something else. And it's not just one area, isolated areas. It's all over. The temp is just all over the place, up and down, up and down. Such huge extremes, which is crazy. It's already enough to make you sick. The temperature changing so quickly, so rapidly. But then you got other factors you got to take into play, like the allergies. Oh my goodness, it's just crazy. So Mike says fall spring hurts my feelings. I know it does. I know it does. My mother or father used to call it an Indian summer. It's supposed to be cold, but it gets warm. So that it's really not going to stay like that. What's up, 70 plus Gardner? Good to see you. Welcome in. She says it's 72 degrees here. Listen, I love the 70s. 70s is ideal for me. I do like it. Yes. So that is the challenge, guys. And we are going to talk about that. So since we have it up, let's just talk about it really quick. There are a few things that are going on. And one of the things going on is the challenge that Precious Sunshine and myself are doing together. We've collaborated and we are having this challenge and we want to encourage all to participate. So let me just quickly share my screen because there you go. There it is. So that's the title. Fresh and Pest Tomato Challenge 2026. Fresh and Pest Tomato Challenge. So you got to make sure the title's in your video and you got to use the hashtag. Look at that, guys. That first place, $75 for the large tomato slicer mortgage. Okay. Second place, $50. Who can't use $50? I mean, anybody could use an extra 50. That's you're going to harvest aroma or paste to get as many pounds of each or collectively of these two tomatoes. And so you can add up all your harvest from the summer to get your total weight, and it will be your total weight for the season. Third place, and there'll be 2 third place winners, would be the most creative way of growing a tomato. And then first time gardeners growing tomatoes. So that is what we want. We want to encourage people to participate, and we want to hype up those new first time gardeners. And tomatoes are a wonderful place to start. So here you will see the rules for the challenge. You go to her channel and she has it posted. So we will post, you have to post your video by midnight on the following Sundays. It has that. And October 4th will be the final live, which is going to award the prize for winners. And then it just tells you everything. So we have prizes. Yes, we do. We have Mike's Chaotic Garden. Woo! We got Tampa's Creek Homestead and more. Woo! And Mackenzie. And then we've got David Corey with Crop. Woo! So, in order to win, you got to be in it to win it. So, get in it. Get in it. If not, you won't win it. Simple as that. And if you're new, don't worry about it. You will be able to have as much help as needed because Precious and I will be doing lives throughout the whole contest. So, thank you for putting that up. I appreciate that. Mike was so essential to us. You know, sometimes no matter how much you plan, you may forget a step. And one thing is that there was another challenge. And so we had to make our challenge different so that we wouldn't be confusion with their challenge and our challenge having the same name. So that is why we changed it from Tomato Challenge to Presh and Pest Tomato Challenge 2026. So that is that. 50% chance of rain, which means no rain. No rain if I put the seeds out. Flood waters if I don't. Yep. I understand exactly. So Mike says he loves the hashtag. Thanks, Mike. Thanks for your help. He really let us know, hey, guys, you're going to have to change it because there's one out there. So he is such a wonderful person. So helpful. So helpful. Hey, what's up, Kenneth Wilkinson? I'm so glad you're here. Thank you so much for the support, for coming. You are appreciated. I mentioned it earlier, just to thank everybody for coming and let them know that I'm very sincere when I thank you for coming and spending time here with me. So thank you, and thank you. Precious says, here in Cali, I just paid $68.66. Oh my goodness, for half a tank of gas. Yeah, we all need that money. Listen, even if you don't spend $68.66 for half a tank of gas, wherever you are, we know your gas price is going up because it's nationwide. So hey, why not join? You might be surprised and you just may win. You never know. You never know. So Kenneth is speaking. Yep, you never know. Yes. I love it. I love it. So, what's up? She is Sunshine. Hey, girl, how are you? She says she's driving and listening in the background. Such a supportive person. I love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. So, yes, indeed, Mike is the best. Absolutely, he really is. He is wonderful to have around because he gonna keep you. He gonna keep you. Shout out to the people in the bushes. Shout out to the people that are driving that aren't able to speak individually. Shout out to everybody who, like I said, is in the bushes, who for whatever reason is not in the chat. We still love and appreciate you. Thank you for the little private messages from someone in the chat. You know who you are. Love you. Yes. So Sunshine says, man, these gas prices might make me create an OF page and show up. I know, right? Exactly. It's just crazy what the prices are. Now I did gas up, and usually I have my car is really good on gas, and I can generally fill it up with $35. But I spent almost 50 and it wasn't full. So usually when I fill my car up, I usually get 300 and something miles. This time I got only 210. So it ain't going as far as it used to, you know, but we got to do what we got to do. We got to keep it moving. So, we are also going to talk about another challenge. It is not my challenge. It is Watermelon Wars. So if you don't know or didn't see it, Broke Farmer, that is, put up the video to get the Watermelon Wars started because it starts April 1st. So I was in it last year. And like I always tell people, when I join a challenge, it is to help me. A challenge is not necessarily to say, I want to win. Of course, we want to win. But if you don't, what can you get out of it? What can you extract from that challenge to make me a better or stronger gardener? So that really helped. That really helped. I learned about watermelons, what they need, the best thing to do for them. So, for example, I would have a vine and I would be like, oh my gosh, I'm doing so good. I got like 8 babies. Well, that is good. Unless you want the biggest watermelon. You know what you got to do, right? Clip off those babies and keep maybe 2, maybe 3. But 10, 11, and all of them, no, no. Because you want that energy to be focused on those watermelons that you don't clip so that they can get the most nutrients. They can get the best. So I learned a lot. Also, what watermelons like, what they don't like. So I not just learned that and can now grow a big watermelon. No, I know how to treat or how to grow the majority of watermelons. And that's what I want. I'm not growing just one variety. I'm growing several varieties and I want them all to do well. So Mrs. Sweet Tom said, have 36-gallon tank and low gas mileage. Oh, OFP sounds like a good way to go. Yeah, I know, right? Yes, Watermelon Wars. Absolutely. Absolutely. Rabbit ate my baby. Oh, yeah. Some rabbits are something. Yeah, you do need to cage it. There's something. But you can, I mean, maybe this is not solace, but I would take comfort in knowing I did feed an animal. So that's good. That's good. So yeah, location. I've changed my location for my watermelon. And Broke loves it when people trash talk. He says the trash talk, the better. So it'll be fun. It will be fun. So now we're going to talk really quick about meetups. There is a meetup in Loganville, Georgia. It is the weekend of April 11th. And then there is the Crawfish Kickback. That is Memorial Day weekend. And if there's anything else, throw it in the chat and I'll talk about it. So let's see. Sunshine says the Reverend thought it was for him. Yep. Oh, Mr. Mike put this for me. I know he gives stuff to my squirrel friends. So, hey. So, guys, we are going to talk about chickens in the garden. Now, I know that everybody cannot have chickens, but guess what? People can benefit from chickens. They really can. What's up, Dark? Ooh. He said he's thinking of getting a solar recharge electric fence to surround my garden. Listen, if you could, that would be fantastic. Because if you got critters coming in, that would definitely stop them. And that would be good. And then you could keep more for yourself. So I love that idea. I really do. Let's see what Cassandra says. She says the best watermelon that I have grown was a volunteer that I didn't know was growing. Oh my goodness. That reminds me of the story I always tell, Cassandra. And I think most of you have heard it already. Maybe some of you haven't. But I was growing at one house, full sun. The yard was full sun, no trees, bunch of worms, nice, rich, dark earth. And I was gardening and doing a lot of stuff out there. And I did not think I grew watermelon. it was supposed to be zucchini, and somehow those seeds were mixed up. Well, I didn't go in the garden for quite a long time because I saw a snake. And I was like, no, I am done. I'm not going out there. Man, forget that. I ain't going out there with no snake. Then my daughter said, Ma, put your boots on and then go out there. And if he bites you, he's biting your boot. Okay. So that's what I do. I go out there, tuck my pants in and everything. I got a stick with me. I go out there and find this huge watermelon. Huge. And it was my first successful watermelon that I had ever grown. I had never actually paid much or put much attention into growing one. And boom, just by a fluke, thought it was zucchini and it being watermelon seeds. And it was huge. And it was the sweetest thing ever. So, Cassandra, I got you. Them volunteers, they be doing it. They be doing it. What's up, Homesteader Rachel? How are you? Good to see you. She says, good afternoon, everyone. Yep. So people are speaking. So there are positives as well as negatives, guys, to having chickens in your garden. Let's see. He said, Cassandra, for me last year, the best volunteer was a white Carolina pine berry strawberry with good sized berries on it. Wow. Man, speaking of strawberries, my strawberries are doing really well. I'm super excited. Super excited. That's amazing. Tons of, I'm telling you, them volunteers, they really want it. So, hey, they do it. They really do it. They really do it. So Cassandra says, I guess that's nature's way of telling us that we do too much. Yep. I listened to a documentary, and I wish for the life of me I could remember the name of the documentary. And maybe some of you even saw it, but in the documentary, the guy was talking about his process of becoming a better gardener. And one thing he said is that he follows nature. And in nature, when you look at the forest, when you look at the jungle, when you look at these areas where foliage and things are growing out of control, who's taking care of it? Nobody. A tree falls, leaves fall, animals die, animals furrow, they peck, they dig, and that all helps. So what he does is he always gets a fresh layer of wood chips. And then he gets, basically fills his yard with the organic matter, leaves, and he never rakes them. He never picks them up. He just leaves them. He does the wood chips. And all of that stuff breaks down. And he burrows in there, sticks a seed in, waters it, and his gardens are lush, lush. Because he says he does it nature's way. And I agree. I feel like that is a wonderful way to plant your things. So we'll see. So let's see what Dar said. He said, more mulch, less weeds. And that's my problem, y'all. You know, I grow in containers and I have a ton of weeds from the trees. And I'm always, I've learned that I need to weed constantly. But anyway, so there are some negatives and some positives to having chickens in the garden. Now, say you just cannot have chickens in your garden. It's just too much. I get it. Do not be misled. It is work. You've got to make sure that they're gonna have, if you're gonna be a serious, I call them my pets, but if you're gonna be a serious pet / chicken owner, you are going to invest time and money. And the initial investment may be more than what some people want to put out. What's up? Life with Tasharia. Good to see you. Good to see you, girl. And you have chickens too. So think about it. If you're gonna have a coop, if you're gonna have a run, are they going to be free range? How are you going to contain them within your property? Are you going to contain them? What are you going to do as far as feed? What are you going to do as far as nesting boxes? Are you just going to let them do it nature's way or what? It's a lot to consider, a lot to consider. It's not always easy. If you get a rooster, are people going to be disturbed by the rooster every morning? Yep, you got that right. Exactly. So listen, when the only thing I knew when I was a little girl, my dad always exposed my sisters and I to a lot of different things. So we lived in the city, but he took us every year to a farm. He wanted us to see that. And we've been to farms and we've seen it. And so I've seen roosters, I've seen chickens. What's up, Donzel Cooper? Thank you for coming. Hello to everybody in chat. But I did not realize until I had my own, a rooster will crow all the time. When Tasharia is doing her morning workout, guys, we can hear her rooster. When I do videos, you will hear my rooster. They don't just crow in the morning. They crow to let the girls know they're safe, all is good. They crow to ward off strangers or what they consider a danger, a prey. There are various different reasons why a rooster crows. When I had our first rooster, Rio, when he used to crow, it was loud, piercing loud, louder than the rooster I have now, which surprises me because Rio was a bantam. So he was not as big as my rooster that I have now, which is a buff. And when I say he is big, he is big. He is a big, thick boy. And yet his crow is loud, but not as loud and piercing as the other one. So you got to consider, are my neighbors, how are they going to feel about that? I'm doing quail. Oh, you know what? I was wondering about that, about the quail. Yep, exactly. Because I'm gonna just have to do a whole nother thing with that. I get so excited. Yes, I actually was thinking, not actually, I have been thinking about that. So much to consider. So yeah, think about that. So now my chickens are in a run that is 20 feet by 10 feet. Or is it 20 by 15? It's 20 by 10, which is a nice space. You can get quite a bunch of chickens in there. But one day they got out and they were all over my garden. Now, most of my things are in containers. But you know what I didn't like? In that short period of time that they were out, there was poop everywhere. And I go in my garden with my boots consistently because it's just better. But my goodness, when I tell you it was poop everywhere, it was so nasty and disgusting. I do not like that. There is no grass because I have the ground cover, the weed barrier in the whole garden. So all of that with plops of, poop. When I go in there run, it's easier because we've got shavings in there. We've got something to absorb that. So when you're walking in there, it's a lot different than just walking and it's poop everywhere. So that I didn't like. So you would have to consider what you want to do. If you want to do that, there are still positives to that. So we're going to go over the positives, but let me get to the comment. So Dart says, quail lives across the street from me. Wow. I never even thought about them living in the wild. What? Did I miss Gina? Hey, Gina, I'm sorry if I missed you, sis. So sorry if I missed you. So Psalm says, my rooster used to disturb the whole house every time I got up in the night for the bathroom, but the birds were inside the house. Oh, okay. So yeah, it's just funny what triggers them. It really is. If I open my back door, they all run. He will immediately, if he sees me, he will crow. If he sees Mr. Pescatarian, he's quiet. So I don't know what the difference is. I really don't. I really don't. It's just happy Monday. Hey, babe. That's the Mr. Barron's boy. That's Mr. Pescatarian, y'all. Um, so he's cool with Mr. Pescatarian. What's up, Gina versus Gina? How are you? Now listen, I'm glad you're here. You saw Broke's video. I know you're not in Georgia. I know you have a slower growing season, but hey, we got to get a queen up in there, y'all. We got to get a queen. We need a watermelon queen. Somebody's got to pull it through for the win. Something to make them be like, whoa, wait a minute. Excuse me, there's some real contenders. So we need to try. Excuse me, y'all. Whew. Had to do that. We need some contenders to really shake it up a bit. Everybody is speaking, working my way down. Yes, she gonna always be frugal mama. Always. Tashiri is gonna always be frugal mama. He said, Mike. Okay, so here are some reasons why chickens are good in the garden. You know NPK? Of course we know NPK. We're gardeners. Well, you get free NPK because their bedding and their poop and all of that, it's high in nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. They also have another benefit. They can control pests. Now, while mine are in a run, they do scratch and get lots of bugs that go in there. So they can get beetles, they get grubs, they get slugs, they get snails, they get caterpillars. If you have grass in your yard, in your garden, it would absorb the poop and everything, and you may not mind it. And that would be when they would really be beneficial because you will have so many bugs in that grass, more than what you think. And they would be feeding on it the whole time they are out there. Chickens constantly eat, constantly, from the time they get up until the time they lay down. They are eating. Buffs are big chickens. Exactly. And your girl Precious, she has chickens as well. So it's work, but it has its benefits. Now, at one time, I saw chicken compost for sale. It is compost that you can use right away. Unfortunately, you can't use the chicken compost right away. It's what's considered hot. So you would have to wait. So I have a bed out there and I put compost in it the whole season to get ready for this summer season. So if you're going to make your compost with the chicken poop, it's a great green. So the green is the nitrogen. If you put that in there and then you have some brown, you want to have like 1 part green and 2 to 4 parts browns, like leaves and things like that, you got some good compost. You got some great compost. And if you have the chickens, boom, you got your fertilizer and you got your compost right there. And they're going to work with the bugs. Now, in addition to them eating the bugs and the grubs and the slugs in the garden, they also, because they peck and they scratch, that helps the ground with aeration. They need that. For things to grow healthy, they need that. And it breaks with that scratching and pecking, it breaks up that top layer. And so it actually breaks down any clods of soil that you might have. So They do have their benefit. What's up, Nikki? Good to see you. So good to see you. Thank you for coming. What's up, Mama Shirley? How are you? It's okay. I'm glad you did. You need to get your rest. You need to get your rest. I'm going to say it again. You need to get your rest. So you are fine. You are fine. So everybody is speaking to Mama Shirley. What's up, growing what I eat? How are you? So good to see you. So good to see you. He is speaking to everybody. So now listen, if you got chickens, chime in on the conversation because it does not have to be a one-sided convo. This is back and forth. And there are a lot of things that I don't know, things that I know from practical experience, and things that I know that I've learned over the past few years. I've had chickens since 2024. We got our first chickens, and I've learned so much, so much about them. So Precious says, yep, keep them in their cage area. I'm trying to do chicken runs so they are in. Yep. But I love your setup. Your setup is really nice. Really nice. And if y'all haven't seen it, go check her out and check it out. Really nice setup. So he is speaking. Mama Shirley speaking. Everybody's speaking. Nice. So yeah. So here's something else. Weed control. If you now this is so funny because like I said, they don't come into my garden area. They've got their own run. But I do have different things that grow, weeds that grow, that I allow to grow, and I just pull them up and I put it into the coop. And they love it. There is also a lot of herbs that I grow that I harvest some and give it to them. If you want to get rid of, when you cut your grass and you have to separate it, they want it in those little recyclable brown bags. We don't do that. We don't buy those bags at all. What Mr. Pescatarian does is he cuts the grass, he puts the bag on, and dumps the bag into the coop. And what do you think those girls do? They pick through it. They in the run, not the coop, in the run. They pick through it, they scratch through it. And let me tell you, in no time, the grass is gone. The grass is gone. So here's the thing. If something ever happens and we would be forced to eat our chickens, and we have discussed it, we already know we're only going to eat them if we absolutely have to. Those are our pets. We love them. We interact with them. They know us. They trust us. But if there is a time where there is limited food and resources and we must eat them to survive, we consistently have agreed which ones are going to go first and which ones we have to hold on to them because they're just the best in the bunch. And so there's two, Bella and Lucy, that we just can't. We just absolutely cannot. They would be the very last ones to go. But if we had to, guys, I know that they've been fed good, natural, whole grain, corn, good food, which brings me to the cost of chickens in the garden. So you got fertilizer, you got compost, you got eggs. And when you have so many eggs, you start to think of different ways and different things you can do with those eggs. So I oh my goodness, Granny, we call her Granny. She makes the best deviled eggs, the best. But one day I came up with an idea, and I like tuna because I'm a pescatarian. So I took the tuna, made the boiled eggs, and put the tuna in the middle like you do a deviled egg. And that thing was so good. So I like spicy stuff. So I spiced the tuna up, cut up the onions really, really fine, and seasoned it good. And put it into the egg. One time I actually took little bits of cheese, mixed it in, put it in the air fryer, just enough for it to melt it. That was so good. And I found myself being creative because I have a lot of eggs. You can also, if you wanted to, have an egg route where you let people know, hey, I'm going to deliver eggs such and such a time each week. This is the cost. And how many of you would rather go to the store versus fresh eggs? The fresh eggs are going to be here for the majority of sane people. Some people just don't. It's my goal to, girl, I understand and I hope you do. I hope myself, you, I hope a lot of the women in the garden community will really put a serious effort in it. I think that I think it can be done. And it's time for a crown to go to a woman. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Yup. She said, yeah, she agrees with me. She gonna always be frugal mama. Yeah. So who steals the girls' eggs? You or oh what's up? Some how are you? I don't think I spoke to you. I'm so sorry. Listen, I don't know. That's a good question. We equally do go out there, but there are times where after I've worked all day and I'm tired, he'll come in and say, did you get the eggs? And I'm like, no, I was tired or I got occupied. And he's so sweet. He'll go out there and get them. And sometimes, guys, it's late at night. He'll go, put his little head flashlight on. It's really cute. And he'll go out there and get them. And I just appreciate that. I really do. So let me head back to the chat. I see a lot of people are speaking. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. He said, hey, Cassandra. So Mr. Sweet Time says, plan to put bug lights around my quail cage. Yup. Because, man, it's like a free-for-all. I cannot tell you, before we really learn how to manage the girls, we used to get a ton of flies, but we know how to control that now. So that is a good thing. So I got you. I got you for the food. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see. Mama Shirley said, hello, son. Everybody is speaking. Something keeps telling me you need to get your rest, fam. Yeah, she does. She does. What's up, Auntie's World? How are you? Why do you want us to check out and why? I was interrupted. Who do you? Oh. I was saying, check out Precious Sunshine. She has a really nice setup with her chickens. I like the run that she has them in. Well, the cage that she has them in. It's really nice. It's really nice. What's up, LGG? Hey, Mama, good to see you. Thank you for coming. So she says, let's see. I want to grow patches of herbs for fodder. That's a good idea. Do it. Do it. Sounds like a good plan to me. A really good plan. I wish I could put something in their run that would grow. So what I'm thinking about doing is those cement tubs. I'm thinking about growing stuff in there. And I have three. About just put the seeds in. The next week, do the next one, then the next one. And then this way, rotate. And I've got 3. And then let them eat off of it until it's done. And I know it'll be done in a day. I wish there was a way I could grow something and they wouldn't eat it all in one shot, but they're going to. They're going to. So Mr. Sweet Time says, "Dang, y'all playing favorites on who to eat." Think I just roll the dice and tell them do rock paper scissors, may the best bird win. Oh man, yeah. We are playing favorites, man, but yo, listen, we love them too the most because they have been the most interact. They all are interactive, but it's just something special about those two. They were the first of the batch that we got, and they are the sweetest. And they do all have their own personality. But yeah, we playing favorites. I hate to say it, but we are. Yeah, tuna salad eggs. You know, I never thought about that, but yes, tuna salad eggs. That sounds good. They are so good, y'all. They are so good. I just love it. So she says, I'm ready to leave for work. If you still lie, I'll log back in and listen while I'm driving. Girl, go ahead on and go to work. Be careful on that road. Please, please, please. Thank you, sweetheart. We will talk before the week is out. I'll holler at you if you don't holler at me first. So Mama Shirley said, I found a neighbor who has chickens and got free chicken salad. Okay, for my garden. That's right. Free chicken salad. I don't blame you because that stuff is good, good, good. Give me fresh. Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I'm going to take fresh all the time. People are saying drive safe, Precious. I'd like to do the same and get the chicken salad for my garden. Hopefully, look around because I'm sure people are doing it. I don't know if they're charging, if it's free or what. If you are the most frequent eggs, egg thief. That's why your rooster doesn't like you as much as some. That makes perfect sense. I never thought of that, but that is probably it. That's it. That has to be it. That has to be it. Now, when I got the eggs and he was, I did a video in the middle of the video. He just, yeah, that's what it is. Thank you. So I'm stealing his eggs and he's like, yeah, here she come. Well, guys, listen, it is what it is. I got to get them eggs. Got to. So, you can also use your chickens as your garden cleanup crew. So what I mean by that is this. If you have a lot of fruit trees or maybe one big tree, anybody that has a fruit tree that is mature and giving a lot of fruit, they know it drops a lot of fruit. If squirrels are in your fruit trees, shaking it up, they're going to eat, drop. Sometimes they just drop for whatever reason. If you put them chickens out there, they're going to clean it up for you. You don't have to worry about it. They're going to take care of that for you. And like I said, imagine this, if you will. You got trees in your garden in a certain area. The fruit is dropping. They're eating, they're pooping, they're eating, they're pooping, they're eating, they're pooping. They're fertilizing it. In time, it's going to break down. It's going to fertilize everything, and you're just going to have more growth. So it can be good. Like I said, they are definitely the cleanup crew. There's so much that they will eat. Now, I know some people will do whatever and feed them whatever, but we don't do that. There's certain things we just, I don't give them anything processed. I don't give them anything that's not, cannot do it. I just can't. What's up, sis? Hola. How you doing now? This lady right here, she was in a challenge that was truly amazing to me. You might, if you didn't look at her video, the whole video, you might have just thought she was just barbecuing. Nah, she was not just barbecuing, guys. She was cooking with wood. She is beast. She made that challenge and it just taught me a lot. In a pinch, can I start a fire, set it up, and cook my food over it? I would have said, yeah. And I could have. But if you watch all of her videos in that challenge, you should have been able to learn something each time. How to set it up, how to keep it going, how to put the food on there. Do you just put it on the fire? What do you put on top of the fire? It's just so much. And so please, I say, check it out. Check it out. Just FYI, check it out for yourself. Thank you for coming. I appreciate you being here, sis. I really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She is speaking to everybody, and people are speaking to Bougie. She said, "Appreciate." It's the truth. You know me. I tell the truth. I don't embellish. I just tell the truth. All right. So, here's one. You can reduce your feed cost by having a garden and chickens. How so? Like I told y'all, what I get from my garden, we share with the girls. All the herbs, they all get some of it. It helps. The mint is good for them. The sage is good for them. The lemon balm is good for them. All of that stuff is good for them. So they get it. They get it. They get it. They get it. And my girls are thick and juicy. Thick and juicy. And this is what I always say. Commercial chickens are sometimes given hormones to help them produce faster, to mature faster, so they can go to market. But you can get a thick, juicy chicken without all of that. Just feed them those greens from the garden. And it does reduce cost, because if they're eating that, they're eating less feed. So then people want to know, how much is feed? Well, I'll tell you in just a minute. Let me just get through these few. She said, hey, Mrs. Soka. I know. When it clearly says Mr. Sweet Time. Anyway, so if you know, you know. And I just want to say this real quick, guys. A celebration's coming. A celebration's coming. If you know, you know. A celebration is coming. That's all I'm going to say right now. And if you know, you know. If not, try to figure it out. I'm sure you can figure it out. They just let a man be sweet, sis. Aw. You are sweet. I need to find someone close to me who have chicken so I can buy some eggs. Yep. Girl, I wish you was here, because I'd be like, okay. And my eggs are cheap. They're cheap. They were $3 a dozen, and I just went up to $4 a dozen for fresh eggs. No synthetic nothing. So let's get to the feed. For 50 pounds of feed, we pay $13. $13. And it is really good feed. When you open that bag and smell it, it smells like corn. It smells like you have something fresh. So where we go to get the feed is roughly an hour from my house. And it's a wonderful drive. It's 50 pounds, $13. When we go, we don't buy one bag. We buy 6 bags. And we have our can, and we put it in our can. And it would usually take 2.5 bags. And so then we'll feed up the feeders. They have their automatic grandpa feeders. And they usually, 2 of them take 20 pounds, I believe, and 1 takes 40 pounds. And so with that, what's good about that is that you don't have to feed them every day, because it's out there. You basically know how long it's going to last. So $13. Now, where we go, like I said, is about an hour from my house. It is in the country. And they actually grind it up. It is on a farm. and they grind it up, and it's corn and it's meal, and it is so good for them. People come. We went this past Saturday, and when we were there, we saw a man with a, oh man, what is it called? A pallet? No. Well, he had his truck. Oh, a flatbed. He had his truck with a flatbed, not a little flatbed, a nice size flatbed. And he had it full of feed. People come there. They open at 8 o'clock, and I try to get there about between 7:30 7:45, because I like to be first, guys. They When we get there, they're lined up. They are lined up, ready to get their feed. And what's nice is when you get out your car, you have to back your car or your truck to the dock, or the, what is it? Is it called a dock? I think so. And then, it's raised up. The door's raised up, and then you back it up, and then they just load whatever you want them to load in there. But you have to go in to pay. So once you go in to pay, you smell it. It smells incredible. And so, is it worth it? Yes. Yes. It lasts them a good long time. And yep, $13. And I love it. I love it. I think it is the best for them. When we can't get there and we absolutely have to buy them food, it kind of hurts my heart, because I know the food we give them is really, really good. And it just hurts my heart to give them something else. But sometimes we have to. We just can't get there. She says, hello, my elder. I'm so happy to see you up and about. Appreciate you. That's beautiful. We all were happy to see that she was up and about. She said, even cracking those grocery store eggs don't feel right. Crazy brittle shells and runny inside. I know, right? Listen, it's just so different. It just hits differently when you have your own eggs. It really does. I mean, I just, so now here's one thing, and I'm proud of this. And I don't want to sound braggadocious, but, people say double yolk egg is rare. I don't know what's going on, guys, but we've been getting these big eggs with double yolks. Somebody is out there doing it, because in the span of a week, we had 3 big giant eggs, and they were all double yolked. So somebody's doing something right. They double up on their rent, because I say they pay rent with their eggs. But can you imagine? Maybe it's not as rare as what we think, because they're here in the backyard and not in the factory. Just saying. She said, oh, I'm going to have to see if I can find a spot like that here. Do you have links to your feeders? Yes. I will email you the info with the one that we just bought. And here's the crazy thing. We bought the name brand Grandpa feeder, but there are knockoffs. And those feeders they're going to run you about $200. But we felt it was worth it to avoid going out there every day, or them running out of food. When we want to go on vacay, when we want to get away, we don't have to worry. We know they're going to have food. So I think it's good. Well, the one that we got that's 40 pounds, that holds 40 pounds, is not a Grandpa feeder. It is the Grandpa feeder knockoff. But that thing was only $100. And we got it. It's bigger than the Grandpa feeder, so it holds double what the Grandpa feeder holds. And we love it. We absolutely love it. Even to take the top off, you take the top off to put the food in. Even that is easier to get off. So we really love it. So yes, I will remember to send you an email with that information, because it's worth it. She says, I was a long time ago, but my grandma stayed having double egg yolks. She even knew them when see, I'm telling you, I love that. I love hearing that. I know we can't be the only ones. I know we can't. You are so welcome. No problem at all. So you figure $13 for 50 pounds, and it will last. I say a bag lasts maybe a week, sometimes longer. It just depends. And I say it depends because in the winter, they eat more. They eat more because they need more fuel to stay warmer. Because I do not humanize my chickens by giving them a heater, none of that. Even when it got down to 20 something degrees, I did nothing. Oh, I'm lying. The one thing we did is they have a 6 mil plastic over their chicken run, and that's basically keeps the wind from coming down on them, and it also helps with the rain. But that's it. It's not the whole thing. It's just on the top, just the arch. So we don't put no heaters in, and they're fine. If you pick up your chicken up under his wings, you will feel that warmth, and then you'll understand, man, I don't need to give them that heat. They will be just fine. They will be just fine. So I love it. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this, because I did. I did. You know, they have the chickens and the garden. It's like a symbiotic relationship. You know, you are it's a self-contained system, and it really, really works, because in the wild they don't eat food from the store. They eat what they find. They forage, and they are big and healthy, and they do just fine. Thank you. I appreciate that. They do just fine. So when you add that with good food, you're going to be good. Even if you are processing your chickens, I say, hey, feed them the best that you can. Um, it's just wonderful. It's just wonderful. Um, I love it. I'm glad I did it. You know, and in fact, more people have started to do it since the pandemic. More people, because of either the cost of eggs. I know a lot of people were homeschooling, and they would have. I know somebody got 2 chickens as a project for their children, and I thought that was wonderful. And here's why. And then I'm gonna cut it. But I just love talking, so I'm sorry. So here's why I thought that was great. We're in a pandemic. You're contained closely in your home. If you're an essential worker, you can go out. But what if you weren't? So your children get this project. They've got these 2 chickens. If you get them when they were chicks, you can teach your children seriously about taking care of that chicken in each stage of his life. So first, before you get it, talk about your chickens. Talk about the life cycle of a chick. How does it get started? It's in the egg. What makes that egg fertile? What makes this one not fertile? Talk about that. Then talk about where you're going to get it from. Which place is reputable, which places aren't. Once you get it, or before you get it, how are we going to prepare for this when they come in? Are we going to go pick it up? Are we going to allow them to mail it to us or ship it to us? Then what do we need when they get here? Okay, once they're here, as they get bigger, what they eat, what they do is going to change. Very quickly, you'll see their downy going away, which is that soft, cottony fur that they have, if you will. When that leaves and they start getting their feathers, then what? What do we do then? What happens when you start flapping them? When they start flapping their wings? You can teach a child so much. When they get larger, you now introduce them into a full-grown chicken. Are the dietary needs the same? No, they're different. Then you can teach them everything. Even if you're going to process your chicken from day one, you need to let the child know we will be eating them, because you don't want that child to get so close to it that they're traumatized when you eat little sweet chickie. They may still be hurt, but if you make it known, then it makes it a lot easier to handle. If you process them, I firmly believe you need to know your child's emotional, um, well, how they are emotionally. My sister, my older sister, she's not on the same emotional level as I am. I am very emotional. I am easy to cry. If I see somebody hurt, I'm going to cry. I'm going to try to help them. If I see somebody in need, I'm going to immediately try to help them. Some people are more like, let me wait and see what happens. Me, I'm going to be like, you okay? Do you need something? That's just my personality. So know the personality of that child, and then you will know how to explain to them, how to help them when it comes to you processing a chicken. If you're not going to process it, how do we keep this chicken happy? How do we improve his quality of life? So I thought that was really, really amazing on how you can help your child learn about chickens. So I just want to say thank you for being here. Aw, thank you. I appreciate that. I do try my best. I do. I do try my best. So I appreciate each and every one of you. Like I said, celebration coming. And you all will know eventually. But if you know now, you know now. So thank you, Growing What I Eat, for coming. Thank you, Chick Mood. Thank you, LGG Love. Appreciate you. Thank you, She is Sunshine. Thank you, 70 Plus Gardner. Yes, please, before you exit, could you smash that like button, fam, if you have not. Thank you, Life with Tasharia. Thank you. Did I say LGG Love? Thank you. Um, Thank you, Bouget. Have a marvelous rest of your evening, everyone. You as well. Thank you, Nikki, my double lock sister. Thank you, Quinny. Thank you, Psalms. Go Salo. Thank you, everybody. Yes, 70 plus. How can we get more info on the meetup in Loganville, Georgia? I will put it in a post tomorrow. So look for a post and I'll put it up tomorrow for you and anyone else that's interested. Because I would love to have more people there. That would just be amazing. Yes. Mike says the WIG 2025 ends Friday. So get them videos posted, your final video, and that would be that. So, Mike, thank you for coming. Mr. Sweet Time, thank you. Hope you had a sweet time. Took a partridge. Just I hear you. I hear you. Thank you. Thank you, some for coming. Remember, meat birds and egg birds are, yes, they are. Yes, they are. So your meat birds, there are some birds, guys, real quick, that you can get eggs and meat, and there are some birds that are strictly for eggs. But in a crisis, we ain't gonna starve. We're gonna eat you, meat bird or not. But yes, that might be another topic because that's something I learned once I got chickens. Thank you, Cassandra South Fulton Garden, for coming. I did not know that there was a difference. So anyway, awesome live. Enjoy evening all. Yes. Listen, I love you all. Those that are in the bushes, love you too. Those that are watching the replay, I love you too. Listen, whatever you're doing, you enjoy it. Go, Salo. Yes, Watermelon Live in an hour. Check it out. Bye, everybody. Good night.